Yi Feng point is behind the earlobe, in the depression between the mastoid and the mandibular angle, one on the left and one on the right, when taking the point. The head is slightly tilted to one side, and it is pressed down with force. The depression in the gland is called acupressure. Sometimes there is a feeling of soreness, to stimulate the Yi Feng point. You can use the method of tapping. Press the thumb to the Yi Feng point, and then gradually increase the force, after holding for 5 to 6 seconds. Release it and rest for 3 seconds before pressing deeply. Circulation press for 5 to 10 minutes to stimulate the Yi Feng point. You can also use the massage method. Use the thumb and index finger of both hands to press on the Yi Feng point. Gently rotate and massage for 5 to 10 minutes each time. Insist on regular massage to stimulate the Yi Feng point, or use the method of gentle moxibustion. Aim the ignited moxa stick at the Yi Feng point about 2 to 3 centimeters for smoking. The skin at the points feels mild and there is no burning sensation. 15 minutes per moxa, 1 time a day, 5 times as a course of treatment. First, find the Quan Liao point, which is located on the face, directly below the lateral canthus of the eye, and in the depression of the lower border of the cheekbones. To stimulate the Quan Liao point, you can use the pressing method. Press the cheek with the pulp of the thumb, and the left and right hands can be pressed together. Maintain the strength. Hold it for 10 seconds, then relax, press again, and continue repeatedly 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day. You can also use your index finger or massage method when you operate by yourself. Put the thumb on the Quan Liao point and use the pulp of the finger. Press hard and deeply, then press and knead it. Stop pressing if you feel sore and swollen. Keep the pressure for 10 seconds. Repeat it for 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day. 15 days is a course of treatment. Next, find the He Gu point. It is located between the first and second metacarpal bones. Near the midpoint of the second metacarpal bone, the method of selecting He Gu point is very simple. Put the thumb and index finger together, and select the point at the highest point of the muscle. To stimulate the He Gu point, moxibustion can be used. The ignited moxa sticks are aimed at the He Gu point about 2 to 3 centimeters away from the skin surface, so that the skin feels mild but there is no burning sensation. Each time the moxa sticks are about 10 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. In addition, the pressing method and massage, the same method applies to He Gu point. Bi-way point is located in the center of the top of the human head, at the intersection of the midline of the top of the head and the line connecting the two ears. That is the position of bi-way point. To stimulate bi-way point, you can use the method of pressing, and press the thumb pulp on the point of bi-way point position. Gradually press hard and deeply. Hold for 5 to 6 seconds and then release. One press and one release is a cycle. Generally press 50 to 60 times each time, 2 to 3 times a day. The method of pressing and kneading can also stimulate hundreds of bi-way point. press the thumb pulp on byway point, center on the point, maintain a certain strength. Rotate and massage in a clockwise direction, about 30 to 50 circles each time, 2 to 3 times a day. You can also use the tapping method to stimulate the byway point. Hold the hand into a hollow fist. Aim at the position of the byway point. Tap lightly with a constant speed and intermittent technique. Pay attention to maintaining the appropriate intensity. And tap 100 times in 3 minutes each time, 2 to 3 times a day. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. Pian Li point is located on the radial side of the back of the forearm. To find it, we need to find 2 other points, Yangshi point and Kukai point. The first is Yangshi point. If you stretch your thumb out, you will see the thumb. At the root, 2 tendons will protrude from the outside of the wrist. The depression formed by these tendons is Yangshi point. And then Kukai point. First, we should bend the elbow at a right angle and touch the elbow from the outside of the elbow crease. There is a raised place here, called the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and the midpoint of the line connecting it with the lateral end of the cubital crease is Kukai, on the connection line. The position 3 inches above the wrist crease is the Pian Li point. There is also a very simple point selection method. The 2 hands can be placed together naturally, and the tiger's mouths of the 2 hands are crossed. The position pointed by the middle finger is the location of the Pian Li point. We can use the method of massage to align the thumb of the hand with the other 4 fingers. On the other hand, press the Pian Li point with the thumb, and then maintain a certain degree of strength. Perform rotary massage. Press and knead the Pian Li point 36 times as a group. Generally 3 to 5 groups can be alternately treated. and the hands and upper limbs have radioactive acid. The feeling of swelling means that the massage has achieved a good effect. In addition, moxibustion can also be used. First, ignite the moxa stick and then hang the ignited end above the Pian-Li point about 2 to 3 centimeters perpendicular to the skin surface, in order to feel mild but no burning sensation. Apply moxa for 10 to 20 minutes each time, and stop when the skin is flushed at the point, 2 times a day. The location of the Shui Fen point is easy to find. It is located in the upper abdomen, and the center of the navel is upwards with a thumb, which is based on your own fingers. Thumb up from the center of the navel. To stimulate the Shui Fen point, you can use the method of tapping. Use a certain force to press down. People with diarrhea and edema will feel more obvious soreness and pain. Hold for 5 to 6 seconds and then release. Rest for 2 to 3 seconds, and then press again. 1 press and 1 release for 1 cycle. Press the Shui Fen point for 5 to 10 minutes each time. You can also use the method of massage. Press the thumb pulp on the Shui Fen point, and then take the point as the center. Maintain a certain force and rotate and massage in a clockwise direction. Massage for 5 to 10 minutes at a time. You can also rub your hands together and place your palms on the Shui Fen point. Rotate and massage your palms to stimulate the Shui Fen points. Gentle moxibustion can also be used. Moxibustion is carried out on the surface of about 2 to 3 centimeters. The skin at the point feels mild, but there is no burning sensation. Each time the moxa is burned for 10 to 15 minutes, the bird pecking can also stimulate the Shui Fen point. And the ignited moxa stick is aimed at the Shui Fen point, using a movement similar to a bird's pecking, and moxibustion together by falling and falling near and far, about 10 to 15 minutes each time. With the skin warm and flushing as the degree, cupping method can also stimulate the water point. Keep the pot every time 10 to 15 minutes, until the skin bulges at the cupping site can be tolerated. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. First, find the location of Feng Kai point. This point is located at the top of the neck. Take a seated position, below the occipital bone. This point is in the depression on both sides. To stimulate Feng Kai point, you can use the pressing method. Press together with the thumb and the pulp of the forefinger. Hold the Feng Kai points on both sides. Press hard with your fingertips when massaging. Keep the intensity for 5 to 10 seconds. Then relax, and press again. Repeat for 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day, 15 days as a course of treatment. Massage and kneading also. It can be used to stimulate the Feng Kai point. Press the Feng Kai point on both sides together with the thumb and index finger pulp when massaging. Press the finger pulp deeply and deeply, then press and rub it. Keep the strength for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax, and press again. Knead. Keep repeating 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day. 15 days as a course of treatment, and then find the position of Ku Kai point, which is located on the elbow and the end of the transverse cubital crease, that is, the lateral epicondyle of the humerus and femur. The depression on the inner edge is this point. To stimulate Ku Kai point, you can use the same pressing method and massage method as Feng Kai point. You can also use moxibustion method. Ignite the moxa stick and aim at the point about 2 to 3 centimeters from the skin surface, as long as the skin feels mild but without burning pain. Moxa is applied for about 10 minutes each time, as long as the skin at the point is flushed, once a day before going to bed, 3 to 5 times a week. First find the yang bai point, which is located on the forehead. When the pupil is straight up, the position of the yang bai point is an inch above the eyebrow to stimulate the yang bai point. You can use the pressing method. Press the thumb pulp on the yang bai point, and then press down, as long as there is a feeling of soreness in the local area. One pressing and one loosening is a cycle, each time pressing for 10 minutes, 5 times a day, 15 days as a course of treatment. You can also use the massage method to stimulate the yang bai point. And the thumb points press the yang bai point on the abdomen, press and rub with the finger pulp, and then press and rub it until there is a feeling of soreness. Repeat for 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day, and then find the position of the nei ting point, which is located at between the second and third toes on the dorsum of the foot, behind the web edge of the toes. And at the border of the red and white flesh is the position of nei ting point. The same method as the yang bai point can be used to stimulate the nei ting point. Long-term stimulation can achieve the effect of clearing the lung and purging heat. The Wei Wan Sha Shu point is located on the back, at the lower edge of the spinous process of the 8th thoracic vertebra, and about 2 horizontal fingers and 1.5 inch. Press your thumb on the lower Wei Wan Sha Shu point of the stomach, then press down deeply, keep pressing for about 3 seconds, release, rest for 3 seconds and then press a little bit. One pressing and one loosening is a cycle. The appropriate time is 5 minutes, 1 to 2 times per day. You can also use the method of pressing and kneading to stimulate the lower Wei Wan Sha Shu point. Press the position of the Wei Wan Sha Shu point with your thumb, and rotate and massage clockwise. Massage for 5 to 10 minutes each time, 2 to 3 times a day, to stimulate the Wei Wan Sha Shu point. Gentle moxibustion can also be used. Place the ignited moxa sticks on the Wei Wan Sha Shu point about 2 to 3 centimeters from the skin surface. The skin at the points should feel mild, but there is no burning sensation. It is advisable to burn moxa for 10 to 15 minutes each time. You can also pick a bird to peck and burn the moxa. Point the ignited moxa sticks at the Wei Wan Sha Shu point, and use the technique of falling near and far together. apply sunburn, usually for 10 to 15 minutes each time. With the skin warm and flushed as the degree, cupping method can also stimulate the Wei Wan Sha Shu point very well. Usually leave the pot for 10 to 15 minutes before the pot can be lifted. Need to pay attention. The only thing is that the operation method of cupping is too professional. It is not recommended to operate it at home to avoid burns or scalds. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. The Tai Chong point is located on the dorsal side of the foot. Move up and press along the second toe clip of the big toe, and touch the depression behind the first metatarsal space, which is the Tai Chong point. Before stimulating the Tai Chong point, it is best to soak your feet with warm water 10 to 15 minutes, in order to relax the qi and blood of the feet. You can use the method of tapping to stimulate the Tai Chong point. Press the thumb on the Tai Chong point. It is better to have a feeling of soreness. Press and release as a cycle. Keep pressing for 3 minutes. In addition, you can also press the screen to slide back and forth along the gap between the bones. Repeat this 20 to 30 times, and you can also achieve the same effect. Stimulation. To stimulate the Tai Chong point, you can also use the method of massage. Press the thumb pulp on the Tai Chong point. Take the point as the center. Maintain a certain strength. Rotate and massage in a clockwise direction. Each massage 5 to 10 minutes. You can also use the method of pinching to stimulate the Tai Chong point. Use the thumb and fingertips to pinch and press the Tai Chong point, and gradually increase the force until the pain is felt, using green bean to stimulate the Tai Chong point. You can take a green bean, and then fix it on the Tai Chong point with tape. to form a continuous stimulation to the Tai Chong point, which can have a better effect. It has the effect of nourishing the liver and protecting the liver. In addition, stimulating Tai Chong point when you have a cold can greatly reduce symptoms such as runny nose and sore throat. Qi Duan point is located on the foot, at the tip of the 10 toes, 0.1 inch from the free edge of the toenail, the same inch as the body, and there are 10 points on the left and right feet. To stimulate the Qi Duan point, you can use the method of pinching, using the thumb tip of the finger and the relative strength of the index fingertip and the hardness of the nails. Press the Qi Duan point hard, one pinch and one loosening as a cycle, each time you pinch and press the Qi Duan point for 5 to 10 minutes. You can also use the thorn method to stimulate the Qi Duan point. You can find a cotton swab or use the end of a pen or a toothpick to reach it. Anyway, anything with a blunt end can be used. And then use the blunt end of these items to puncture the Qi Duan point continuously. Be careful not to use excessive force, to the extent of tolerance. The best way to stimulate the Qi Duan point is to prick and bleed. First, disinfect the needle and the skin with an alcohol cotton ball. Pinch the skin at the Qi Duan point with the index finger and thumb, and quickly pierce the point. The depth is only suitable for piercing the skin layer, so that 1 to 3 drops of bleeding at the acupuncture point can be squeezed to make it bleed. Wipe it dry with a sterile cotton wool, then go and prick the Qi Duan points of the other toes. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. Jia Shi point is located in the depression in the center of the transverse crease at the junction of the dorsum of the foot and the calf, when we select the point. Between the extensor hallucis longus and extensor digitorum longus tendons, we can sit upright and place the sole of the foot squarely, or lie on the back and straighten down. In the posture of only one limb, two large tendons, which are the extensor pollicis longus tendon, can be felt in the horizontal lines at the junction of the ankle joint and the dorsum of the foot and the calf. For points, we can use the method of tapping. Press the thumb on the position of the Jia Shi point. At this time, you will feel the local soreness of the point. Press the point with your fingers, gradually press deeply, hold for 10 seconds. And then release, one pressure and one release for a cycle, repeat 30 cycles. The position of Shang Xing point is easy to find. Comb the hair on the forehead back, make a vertical line from the tip of the nose upwards, use the thumb to make a horizontal line. Measure one horizontal finger outside the beginning of the hair, and the other finger, one end is the Shang Xing point. To stimulate the Shang Xing point, you can use the method of tapping. Press the middle finger and the pulp of the index finger on the Shang Xing point and press down deeply. At this time, there will usually be obvious soreness, and keep it for 3 to 5 seconds. Then let go, rest for 3 seconds and then press. One press and one release is a cycle. Generally press for 3 to 5 minutes. You can also use the method of massage to stimulate the Shang Xing point. Press the pulp of the middle finger and index finger on the point, the position of the acupuncture points, rotate and massage the points for 3 to 5 minutes each time. Or massage the Shang Xing point with the palm of your hand, clockwise and counterclockwise each time. Each massage for 2 to 3 minutes. Tapping it is also a good way to stimulate the Shang Xing point. Make a hollow fist, then aim at the position of the Shang Xing point. Tap lightly with a constant speed and intermittent technique, 3 to 5 minutes each time, 2 to 3 times a day. You can also use the palm of your hand to rotate and massage the Shang Xing point. Stretch your palm, press the Shang Xing point with the root of the palm, and then perform rotary massage. Maintaining a moderate force, First massage clockwise for 20 circles, and then massage counterclockwise for 20 circles. 1 inverse is a group, 2 to 3 groups a day. The above methods can be used alone or in combination. Before the operation, find the position of the Kukai point. First bend the elbow at a right angle, the outer end of the cubital crease. At the end of the crease is Kai-Z point. Continue to touch the elbow along the Kai-Z point. There is a convex here. The place where it starts is called the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. And the midpoint of the speed line of Kai-Z point is Kukai point. The method of pressing and kneading Kukai point can be used to lower blood pressure. And the thumb end of the hand is facing the other 4 finger surfaces. Press the Kukai point with the thumb pulp, and then take the Kukai point as the center. Maintain a certain strength to rotate and massage. The massage time is about 10 minutes. Pay attention to both arms. Here we can teach you an easy way to stimulate Kukai point. First, spread out your right hand and use the palm of your right hand to tap the elbow of your left hand, which is the position of Kukai point and surrounding points. In addition, Moxa Kukai point also has a benign regulating effect on blood pressure. Ignite the Moxa stick, and then hang the ignited end on Kukai point, facing the skin surface vertically for about 2 to 3 centimeters, with mild but no burning sensation. Apply Moxa for 10 to 20 minutes each time, and stop when the skin on the point is flushed. Twice a day. find the position of Zusanli point, that is, measure 4 transverse fingers down the eye of the outer knee, between the fibula and tibia, and measure 1 transverse finger from the side of the tibia, that is, the Shangju Shu point is located on the anterolateral side of the calf, 6 inches below the knee. 1 transverse finger from the anterior border of the tibia, Sha Ju Shu point is located on the anterolateral side of the calf, 9 inches below the Dubai point. 1 transverse finger away from the anterior border of the tibia. Stimulate these 3 points, except for our general, in addition to the massage method used. The most effective healthcare method is moxa. During moxa, move the moxa from the Zusanli point and start to move down slowly, every time it passes through the Zusanli. The Shangju Shu point and the Sha Ju Shu point stop for 1 to 2 minutes, and then repeat, moxa bustion 1 to 2 times. When taking points, you are sitting, bow your head, and touch down your neck with your hands. There is a very obvious bony protrusion at the junction of the neck and back. This is the spinous process of the 7th cervical vertebra, and the depression at the lower edge is the Da Zui point. To stimulate Da Zui point, you can use the method of tapping. Press the thumb pulp on the position of Da Zui point, press down firmly, hold for 6 seconds and then release, press and release for a cycle, press Da Zui point for 5 to 10 minutes. The method of massage is also often used to stimulate the Da Zui point. Press the thumb pulp on the position of the Da Zui point, and then maintain a certain strength to rotate and massage for 5 to 10 minutes each time, after the strips are lit. They should be scorched at the Da Zui point about 2 to 3 centimeters away from the skin surface, to the extent that the skin feels mild but without burning pain. Usually for 10 to 15 minutes each time, and the method of cupping can also be used. Cupping for 10 to 15 minutes, until the skin bulges at the cupping site can be tolerated. but it is worth noting that the operation method of cupping is too professional. Generally speaking, it is not recommended to operate it at home, so as to avoid accidental burns or scalds. Scraping the method can also stimulate the da zui point. After fully exposing the back skin, apply an appropriate amount of scraping oil on the da zui point. Hold the scraping board on the da zui point, and scrape repeatedly in one direction. The above methods can be used alone or together, or combination use.